After live events, Fortnite either has two ways to go. One is what they used to do back in Chapter 1 and keep the servers on until the end of the next season. But since mostly Chapter 2, Fortnite likes to make downtime screens where players can't play the game anymore and have to wait until the next season starts. So today I'm going over the history of every Fortnite downtime screen. Let's get started. In Chapter 1 Season X, after the end event where the entire Chapter 1 map got sucked into the black hole, Fortnite went to downtime for 36 hours from October 13th to October 15th, which is actually the longest time Fortnite's ever been down for. And the only thing left was a black hole with this creepy music in the background. This has actually generated a lot of hype and rage from a bunch of people, since this was the first time Fortnite had actually gone down for this long.
God, get it right? Stop!
Epic also did little secrets, Easter eggs, and teasers during the time. Over time, numbers appeared out the black hole, which fans matched up to the visitor's voice recordings and translated it to, "I was not alone, others were outside the loop, this was not calculated, nothing is now inevitable." Another one was doing the Konami code, which gave you the Durburger game that referenced Peely and Jonesy from the Season 9 trailer, and in the old lobby where you could either click on Battle Royale, Save the World, and Creative. If you tried clicking on Save the World or Creative, right from Save the World would actually say multiple voice lines.
I have a cold. That is why my voice sounds interdimensional. Don't open the door. Okay, Commander, I have a plan. Do not worry. I will fix this. I promise you everything will be fine. More or less. I will fix everything. Not that anything is wrong. I need a minute, and then an additional series of minutes. Everything's fine. There's nothing to worry about. The universe is fine. Time, also fine. Everything is working fine. Home base is functioning so well right now.
But if you tried opening Battle Royale, if you missed the event, you would still get the special animation from the lobby screen, which is a nice touch. Although Epic hasn't done something like this for other downtime screens, honestly hope they do this for Season X OG in a couple months. Maybe they'll do it for an entire game. I doubt it, who knows. But hopefully they'll do something like this again for a future chapter finale downtime screen. Next up we have Chapter 2 Season 4, where after the Galactus event, we get hit with a really cool animation saying to be continued in Season 5. Then we have a screen with a galaxy background with the text Fortnite Season 5 and a countdown timer in the bottom right, letting us know when the season starts on the next day in 7 hours to 40 minutes. I think this whole entire thing is pretty cool. It makes it seem like a movie with the to be continued thing, which is a really nice touch. I also like how they added a countdown, which is something they didn't do for the black hole, and I like the animation at the beginning and the design of the background of the screen with the countdown. Sadly, there weren't any Easter eggs like last time, but other than that, this is still a fine downtime screen to lead us in the next season. Oh boy, I can't wait to see what the downtime screen is for Chapter 2 Season 7. Wait, did they just reuse the same animation from the Galactus event, but change the background to the Season 8 color scheme? And of course change it from Season 5 to Season 8? Look, it's honestly not that big of a deal. For a downtime screen, they shouldn't need to do something super crazy, and it should honestly be like the least of their concerns when making or designing a live event. At least they changed the season number, which they obviously should. But I still like the animation, I like the design even though it's just Chapter 2 Season 8 color scheme, which honestly isn't a big problem for me since I still think it looks good. I still like how they made the countdown part of the screen, which the downtime only lasted 12 hours and 43 minutes. Moving to the end of Chapter 2, after the end event, no, not Chapter 1, we see our character floating in the middle of the ocean on a piece of wood. And over time the camera zoomed into our character and eventually showed us floating towards the Chapter 3 island. And during this time we saw other items floating in the ocean like a chair, sneaky snowman, Durburger head, butter barn sign, cube chunk, Zabatron, Tilted Tower sign, a box, portal device, Peely, and Spider-Man's backpack. This is honestly one of my favorite downtimes beside the black hole, due to the creativity of floating towards the new map over time, and all the items being teasers towards the next season, whether part of the new map, part of the old map, or just references. I think it's also cool we see our character unlike every other Downtime screen we've seen so far. And this built up a lot of hype for next season and chapter, since this Downtime only lasted 18 hours and the season already got leaked and people were excited for it anyway. Moving to our first Downtime screen in Chapter 3, we had the Collision event, where after the event we are greeted with this picture of some purple and blue mushrooms and a new biome area we haven't seen. This being the purplish green area with Greasy Grove and a reality tree. We also had this amazing music in the background, which was also a jam track in the battle pass for next season. Although I do like how Epic didn't go back to the basic to be continued screen they did 2 times for Chapter 2, the only thing I really like about this Downtime screen is the music. I guess the image is cool too, it teases us about the next season, it also becomes a cosmetic in the next season's battle pass, but for me the only reason this is probably my top 5 is probably the music, but it's still pretty cool. Oh, and it lasted for 13 hours. I didn't have a nice transition for that. Although Fracture is one of the worst events ever in Fortnite history, the Downtime screen one is actually pretty cool. This one we're on a piece of land and space looking at the Chapter 4 map, and we're with Camille, of all skins they could have chosen, and Jones, where we're roasting marshmallows, which was actually a free emote you got from logging in during the time. So check out my History of Fortnite event rewards video. And in the background I placed the Fraction Melody song, which later became a jam track. And according to the Fortnite wiki, there are also items floating by just like in the end event, the second one. Sadly, I don't have pictures, so I had to find them myself. We got Doomslayer's helmet, an Excalibur rifle, Thunder shotgun, the Podtoon, a chair, a billboard with the angels and a QR code, which I tried to scan but I couldn't find it, but it's supposed to bring you to FortniteChapter4.com. So I had to scan the QR code and that brings you to some scammy link, so it's probably not the best idea to click on the link. So just be careful out there. A dirt bike wheel, motel sign, the metal cuddle team leader hat from the Rave Cave, and the Tilted Tower's clock tower. And in the background to play the Fraction Melody jam track. I think this one's pretty cool. The music is good, the Easter eggs and teasers in the background are always a nice touch by Epic, and the look at the map is honestly pretty cool too. Somehow I feel like they put more effort into the Downtime screen than the actual event. And this Downtime lasted for 9 hours, which is 12 times longer than the actual live event, I think. I'm so bad at math. Moving to an event where some people thought was worse than Fractured, I don't know how, but we got the Big Bang event. Where after going to space and seeing different realities, we see our character looking at Chapter 5 reality, and we also see 6 different realities in the background. And in the background it plays the ending music of the live event. I think this one is fine. I like the items around the Chapter 5 reality, like the Dirt Burger, the car, the battle bus, and the frog for some reason. This is a little nitpick, but what if the other realities in the background were themed? Like if this happened a year later, they could have shown the modes like OG mode, Ballistic, and other modes they had in the game now. But what if they showed the Festival, Lego, and Rocket Racing realities again in the background this time? Maybe show Save the World, that'd be cool. But unlike the other Downtime screens, you can actually leave this Downtime screen to go back to the main lobby and play other stuff. Mostly creative. Which is cool, I guess, for people that wanted to keep playing the game after and couldn't go 11 hours while playing Fortnite. But overall, this is pretty cool. Moving to our next mini season 1 year later, we got Chapter 2 Remix with Remix the Finale. And after we get our first look at the Chapter 6 map, we get greeted with the still image of 7 butterflies with this cool background, matching the theme of Juice WRLD during the event. And on the screen, we could either leave just like the Big Bang event and play creative maps until the server shut down 7 hours, or watch Juice WRLD's MJR Podcast Fortnite themed music video, which is how the song and music video premiered actually. I'm not a Juice WRLD fan, but I think it's cool that the Downtime screen is mostly referencing him with the look. And then debuting one of his new songs is pretty cool too. My one problem is the image being still, as it's the first one to ever have a non-moving image. Although it's not that big of a deal, I still think they could have made the butterflies and background move a little bit, but it's fine. Once again, they don't really need to worry about the Downtime screen. Moving to another mini season, we had the Death Star Sabotage event, after the Star Wars mini season, where we see Superman in space looking at the island with the text Fortnite Chapter 6 Season 3 and a timer at the bottom, letting us know the season starts in 4 hours and an exit button to return back to the lobby and probably play some creative. In the background to play some Star Wars music, which is on point. This is also the shortest Downtime screen ever, with this lasting 10 minutes before the servers went down, also due to the fact that the season started the same day. This one is honestly fine. It showed us Superman, who came out next season along with the new movie, which is cool, and it showed us the new map after the Death Star hit the portal, but overall it's okay. After the Welcome Our Alien Overlords live event, we got this screen that showed donuts falling from the sky with a Simpsons style sky background, the Fortnite and Simpsons logo on top, a countdown at the bottom right letting us know when the season starts in 5 hours, and an exit button in the bottom left. One thing about this is quiet, with no audio playing in the background. They can at least put something like the Simpsons theme in the background or something like that, but overall it's not the worst Downtime screen ever. In the end of this video, we got the insane Zero War live event, where after the live event, the cutscene and the 6-7 joke. We got this still image of the Chapter 7 map, with the last reality ship above it, Fortnite Chapter 7 in the top right, and the exit button and play video button in the bottom right, and a timer telling us Chapter 7 comes out in 5 hours. And also plays this fire music too. I think this downtime screen was weak with just a still image, but like I said before, Fortnite doesn't really need to worry about the downtime screen since they're only available for a couple minutes to a few hours. But I do think the screen was cool and it made sense for next season, but I wish it was animated. Now that we went over all the downtime screens, let's rank them. And this is based off how cool I think they are and how unique they are. In last place, I'm going to give Chapter 2 Season 4, due to this being a countdown screen, and the background doesn't even match the next season. Then I'll give 10th place to Chapter 2 Season 7, same reason with it just being a countdown, but the colors in the back are cooler and matches the last reality colors of the season. 9th place is the Chapter 6 Season 4 with the Simpsons theme one. Although the animation is cool with the donuts, there's not really much happening and it's quiet. 8th place goes to Chapter 2 Remix with the butterfly background and the ability to watch the new Juice WRLD music video and song, but although it's cool, there's not much to it. 7th place goes to Chapter 6 Mini Season 1 with the Superman downtime screen. I find it kind of weak with Superman just floating in space. I understand why it's like that, but I honestly don't like it that much. But the Star Wars music is cool in the background too. 6th place goes to Chapter 6 Mini Season 2 with the Simpsons season. I like the Chapter 7 theme background music, but I find it boring and bland. 5th place goes to Chapter 3 Season 2 with the mushroom background. The music is the only thing that bumps it up this high, since it's barely animated with the background only lighting up slightly. 4th place goes to Reality Rebirth. I like the final shot of it looking at all realities and the music playing in the background, but out of my favorites, there are better ones. 3rd place we have Asteria's Glade, and for being a trash live event, the downtime screen wasn't super bad at that time. I like how they did the same thing for the Chapter 2 finale event with the items floating around, but I think number 2, the Chapter 2 end event did a lot better, with your character floating back to the island and the items passing by pretty cool. And the camera angles are cool during this entire process too, with your camera focusing more on your character over time, eventually adding the island to the shot when you're close. But the number one for me is the end event. Not only did I love the actual event, but the black hole was one of the greatest things Fortnite's ever done, generating a lot of hype for Chapter 2, which was a cool concept back then of going to a whole new map and chapter. Now we get one every year. The mystery of what was going on, all the clues with the numbers and the community working together to put the clues together of what's happening, the music's being super creepy, mysterious, and dark, and the secret minigame being a reference to the Konami code in the Season 9 trailer is nice, cool, and unique detail. Some people might hate this, say the black hole and the end event were overrated, but in my opinion, this is the best one. From what I saw, Epic always killed it with the downtime screens when they didn't even need to. Now, some are always better than others, like comparing the black hole one to one of the countdown ones we got, but I hope Epic always takes some time and works on the downtime screen just because I think they always look amazing. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, like, turn to the video. Use code Gaberboy for an shop. You also support me. Go check out Week 1 Recap every Sunday at 10 AM or recap the week of Fortnite. Use code Gaber10 for 10% off at advance.gg for a discount on your order for some amazing supplements. See you next time. Goodbye.